You're watching another one of Sightsaber's redstone contraption videos, and today we're taking a look at Connect 4. I've seen a few Connect 4 videos on YouTube, and none of them have this type of system, so I believe I'm the first to sort of pioneer this one. I've tried to make it as compact as possible. Each area is about 4 by 4, and I'll show you how it works. So there's these 7 buttons down here, and they control which position you place in this case I've made a red or a blue wool marker. So if we press one of them, we'll see that one's changed to red. Now it's blue's turn. And as you can see, it's very quick as well. Now this will continue all the way to the top. I've tested this for a while. I haven't found any bugs in it. There is one thing, however, that is if you press the button once you've reached the top of the pile, you'll just end up wasting your turn. So that's about the only sort of consideration you have to make. And you can press it just as soon as the button pops out. It's also auto switching, as you've noticed. And let's just take a quick look at it. So those buttons are connected to all these lines that feed out to this section underground. The 3 right lanes feed to an OR gate. The 3 left lanes feed to an OR gate. The middle one and those ORed inputs feed to another OR gate. That goes to a T flip-flop, which is under here. Now what that does is, every time you press the button, what that'll do is it'll switch this is the T flip-flop. What that'll do is that'll switch the player's turn. This line feeds out to the Connect 4 system, and this line feeds to the indicator letting you know which player's turn it is. I think I can go through here. Okay, so we have one master reset line. I haven't reset it for you yet, have I? So this is the reset button. Very quick reset as well. So this is the master reset line that feeds into all the reset inputs for each stage. This one on the right here is the set lines. That's when you press the button, it'll activate that particular column. And this one down here is the master whose player turn is it line. Sorry for a not so technical name. And this is the side of it. Doesn't take up that much room. It did take up less room, but then I realized I had a problem with my design, is that whenever the player's turn would change, the input would change as well. It wouldn't stay the way it is, so I had to introduce this sort of system, this piston system here, that it triggers a vertical RS NOR latch, and then once that's triggered, it lifts the piston. I'll press it so you can see. Like so. And that prevents any more signals from feeding through it. This is sort of my little decoder encoder sort of system. What it does is it transforms, it has an enable, which is the set input, and it has whoever's turn it is, and that feeds into this little system, and it gives two outputs. That's how I control my, well, whether the blue or the red gets triggered. If I cut into it, that's the front section of it. So a piston at the top and a piston to my right. Anyways, continuing on, and that just feeds up to this set line. Once this line's been triggered, what it does is it sends a signal through this up to here to this AND gate. So this is how I control the upwards sort of progression of the game. So once the bottom one's been triggered, it'll activate this, which will stay on until it's reset, and then once you hit the set line again, it'll trigger this line, which will turn this AND gate on, and it'll set this bit. The way this one lifts is, as you can see, this middle section through here. The outputs that go to the pistons, I have a little shared section, and that comes up this little vertical section to this block that has a torch here. And that's the basics of my system for a piston self-resetting, completely self-reliant Connect 4 system.